Well, hello, Tiller County, and happy May 1st, the day the calendar quietly taps us on the shoulder and says, all right, let's officially call it spring. Okay, not sure if we're ready to do that yet here in Teller County based on the weather we've had the last few days, but yes, this is Teller time, broadcasting from the legendary Immer cabin. But why is it called legendary?
Yeah, why is it called legendary?
Perhaps, Charlie, because you are the president of the Ute Pass Historical Society, you could shed some light on this.
It is legendary. It's a really old cabin, 1800s, and people actually lived in this cabin back in the day. Right now, it's part of the museum. And so, being part of the museum, it's full of artifacts. In fact, the little corner's got a grocery store in it, and we've got all kinds of things that depicts the area, how it was back in those days.
Okay.
So
So,
that's
yep,
why it's
a
legendary.
preserved 1940s cabin, like you said, because of all the displays of early schools, churches, hotels.
Stores,
Yep,
yeah.
and dude ranches. Don't forget the dude
Dude
ranches.
ranches.
Yep, famous Pikes Peak hill climb. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and
Skiing.
yeah, I was gonna say, it's just
Dolls.
dolls, lots of dolls that
Your favorite.
usually are in the same chair when we get in here, but you never know. But it is, yeah, it's a visually iconic place, and it is packed with a lot of regional history. But yeah, it's an icon, but we also have Charlie, who's an icon.
Oh, well,
Yes. Do you know they're both
you're very
legends?
much a
They're
legend.
both legends for reasons no one can fully explain.
Oh, here we go.
Yes. Both have been patched up over the years with a combination of community spirit and whatever tools we have in our first aid kit.
Okay.
All right.
Like spare parts.
There you go. Spare parts, exactly. This is Teller time, and it's time for some therapy, but not just any old therapy, but integrative therapy. Do you know, Charlie, anything about therapy or even integrative therapy?
Well, I have my own ways of therapy.
Okay.
One of them, and where I live is kind of remote in the middle of the Pikes Peak Forest, and I have this tractor. It's a John Deere tractor.
Just like the song?
I call it
Just like
John.
the song. Okay.
And I've painted on the side of it the word therapy. Because when I get on that and go out into the woods and I do the grading of the roads and everything, I am in the element. And it's great therapy for me.
Does your wife Peggy ride up on the back on your John Deere?
You know,
Does she get up on your old John
yes,
Deere?
yeah, she's gotten on John before.
Okay.
And, this is a family program.
There you go. But there's that song. You know that country song.
Oh, yeah,
All
that's
right. But yeah, maybe, yeah, so that's a good response to therapy. Maybe we both need some. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
But to answer these
Never.
questions, yeah, to answer these questions, we have Dr. Martin Kaufman from a local business called ReBuild Integrative Therapy, and they're going to tell us a little bit more about the programs and then decide if Charlie and I or just myself need a little therapy. So, Martin, Doc Martin, okay,
There we go.
I
welcome.
like that.
Yes, see, I've got a million of them. All right, welcome to the podcast. So, the mic is yours, so take it away. But let's start with that little nut and bolt, the necklace you got
Yeah.
around
The
your
nut
neck,
and bolt.
please. Yeah, we'll definitely have to get a picture of that.
Yeah,
You got it?
I will do that.
All right, take it away, Doc.
Yeah. Well, first, great to be here. First time in the building.
Right.
Seen it quite a bit, but I've never been in it.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
But thanks for having me in here.
Thank you for joining us.
Pleasure to have you.
I'm enthralled with the old sewing machine.
I know. Well, that's one of them. We've got a few other ones. Honestly, if you get a chance, and anybody listening or watching, if you get a chance to visit History Park here, because on the other side of our gift shop store here is a row of other buildings. And there's everything from the original jail in Woodland Park
Oh,
to another building that has all the artifacts, not all, but several of the artifacts that was with the Midland Railroad.
mm.
And so it's a really interesting. We always have field trips for young kids, and in fact, we got one coming up on I think it's May 7th.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah. I
yeah,
love sew. I learned how to sew on a machine very similar to that
really.
with my grandma back in a farmhouse in Wisconsin. was circa 1901 when it was built.
That's awesome.
So I like the vibe, I like the machine, but I like putting things together.
Okay.
And that's why I like integrative things in whatever it
Right.
is, medicine or fellowship, doesn't matter.
Nice.
I like putting things together.
Yeah.
So that speaks a little bit to why I'm wearing a bolt as a necklace. But I like seeing how different parts, especially different modalities, how they all fit, and what's the best combination. That's always the question for
Yeah.
somebody. So when I think about beating the snot out of a heavy bag or riding a tractor,
Yeah.
I said, "Ooh, has my attention now." So I'd like to see
Uh-huh.
what is it that would be most valuable to somebody when we're trying to integrate large parts of their life together into cohesive existence.
Versus
Oh, yeah.
a lot of cookie cutter programs that probably a lot of little
Yeah.
trainers, maybe even doctors have. One size does not fit all, just like a shoe.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Right.
But if we go underneath that, and if I think about physical activity or riding in a tractor, what we're really talking about is something very foundational.
Mm-hmm.
We have large parts of us from our emotional, our physical, physiological, psychological states of being.
Mm-hmm.
And if we're not down here attending to those things, and if we stay up in a loop talking about some strategies, or maybe talking about, what do you think or believe? We're up here. Meanwhile, this state of being is erupting.
Right.
And if we're not down here attending to that, attending to your tractor,
I see.
right? Then all of a sudden we'll be doing something and this erupts and it catches us and it spirals us. So in integrative therapy, what we like to do is start with a brain map.
Mm-hmm.
What's actually going on mechanically? Like, who are you structurally up here? But then understand the body.
Right.
What's coming from underneath that you would say, I don't feel well, or I don't like the way I'm thinking, whatever these things are that one would say, or whatever you say to yourself before you decide to take a tractor ride. Like I'm kind of off right now. I got to get on the tractor.
Did I check the fuel level?
Yeah.
I mean,
I can-
no, I know what you're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
I totally get it.
I can see, with myself being martial arts and everything, feeling stressed out, feeling angry, I want to go hit the bag. I mean, do you use your tractor like you just got to get out of the house, you just got to get out before you explode type deal, or just de-stress from the multitasks that you're doing from all your, groups and
that's a
societies? I mean,
good point.
Yeah.
There's that is exactly like, I think, to your point. It's a way to unload,
yeah.
or basically, because you get all these other things going on, and you say, hold on, I need a little therapy.
Yes.
Let's get a little John Deere going.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
And
we all say it like that. Like,
yes,
I
exactly.
got to resolve this, whatever this is that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I've got to resolve that. 'Cause I want to respond differently. I want to get back into it, whatever it is
Right.
in your life, but I want to resolve this thing that I'm
Mhm.
experiencing. So we all have our different ways.
Thanks.
So experientially, when we build a program for folks, we understand what your brain is doing because that's the processing computer.
Yeah.
We want to understand processing speed. What do you understand about self or not? What's the story your brain is telling self about self?
Yeah.
So we start there so we know what the system is. Because everybody's got a tendency operating system.
That's right.
So what is it? We like to unpack that. That's our start. But then on a Friday, if we were working with you, we would have worked on some things, and then we would say, okay, I want you to test drive this. Take it to your tractor.
Oh,
Take it to the bag, whatever it is in your life.
yeah.
But we want to know in real time, how is it integrating?
Sure.
How are you taking the awareness that you're developing about those subperceptual tendencies that drive out from your state of being? Let's just
Yeah.
run it in real life.
Yeah.
And then come back and tell us what worked, what didn't. We have a little joke in the office, which is we hate wasting time.
Yeah.
But we're not going to do something if it doesn't make an impact. So we're going to test,
Well,
experience, test, experience.
That's brilliant, because you get to a place where time is really, as you get to an age sometimes where time is very important.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we don't want to waste time. We want to take what would normally be years of, let's say, air quote, therapy. We want to take that and condense it down into just a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to get after this thing.
Nice.
So, bolt. Bolt, we've got some washers that are representative of things that clients experience in their day-to-day with us.
Right.
But really, what this represents for me is in my day-to-day, I want to know if what's going on, what I'm feeling, what I'm doing, is this pulling me apart or am I locked in?
Mm.
And this little hand positioning for me is just a way that reminds me, hold on, what's true right now?
That's right. Mm-hmm.
From there, I can respond. But if I'm busy just being berserk, I'm reactive.
Yeah.
I'm stuck in this loop.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got a question. So you said pulled apart or locked in. Is being locked in, is that a good thing? You sound like locked, being locked in a cage you can't get out type deal.
Okay, so locked in would be, let's use the word congruence, stacked,
Okay.
versus maybe confined.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so if I said locked in a cage, I would feel confined.
Right.
I'm going to get really reactive in there.
Right.
But when I'm settled,
Okay.
congruent,
Okay.
I'm coming from a foundation.
You got a vision.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Makes sense.
That's a little bit about the bowl.
Right. Okay.
But it serves other purposes when we're in our day-to-day work. But for me, it just reminds
Mm-hmm.
head, heart, I'm locked in. I know what my meaning is. I know what my purpose is.
Mm-hmm.
I know the direction I'm going. So now I can take a response action to whatever's going on.
Right.
Okay. It's like your breathing exercises. Yeah. Just stepping back for 10 seconds and reconnecting yourself.
So basically, this is interesting because over the last few years, I've been a advocate and studying a little bit about Stoicism.
Mm-hmm.
And the Stoics talk about that very type of thing to prevent knee-jerk reactions, and how you can train yourself basically, or with help from somebody like you, to say, wait a minute, be more calm, understand the virtues of Stoicism, being, courage, temperance, those kind of things, and
You got
wisdom.
your coin. You got your coin today, and I have
This
my
is
coin.
a Stoic coin
Oh, there we go.
that I always carry, and anybody that I run into that starts to represent those virtues, I give them the coin.
And he gave me one. Yeah.
Nice.
So,
And so basically, what it does, it's just it's a really, it could be like what you do for folks, only more amplified, I believe, than just studying what I study. But it offers just a better way to live,
Mm-hmm.
a calmer way to live, a more appreciative. You get more appreciative of things. You get more, have a little better awareness, I feel like.
Right.
So I think that's what you try to help people with. Am I right?
Exactly. And but let's use the coin here then to say the purpose for us at
Like your boat, yeah.
like the bolt, yeah. But at ReBuild, we want to take what would be an extraordinary long process, bring it down, but we need your curiosity. So if we were to say, okay, it seems like the coin and what you're researching is starting to change this eruption.
Oh, totally, yeah.
Okay, so now let's find an avenue that would normally trigger you.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're going to put you right in that
Oh
place
boy.
immediately.
all right. Yeah, exactly.
Ultimate
Yeah.
Because now let's put it to the test.
Okay.
When you apply that skill that you've been researching and embracing, does that change the state of being or not? And if we're
Right.
getting close, how do we come alongside you to help you so that
So
when
yeah,
it needs, right? When it needs to,
you're fine tuning.
exactly.
You're help fine tuning.
Oh, just design.
Yeah, that's wonderful,
Getting
man.
right in there.
I love it.
Um,
It's just cool.
Back to the cookie cutter thing.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a way in which we can adopt whatever is working well for you, or you're curious about it. You're like, I think this could help me.
Mhm.
Well, let's bring this thing right in here. And what is it that we can do alongside you to put that together?
Mm-hmm.
So that when you leave, let's say,
Mhm.
and you can test it in the world, you've got some confidence and you understand what's going on down here.
Right.
So it's not the thing that now runs you. This
Right.
operating system that's outside of the awareness.
That's brilliant. Yeah.
So
Love it.
these little things, as we do our, we'll call it air quoting now, your intake day,
Mm-hmm.
this is the conversation that we want to have. What are you trying? What's working? What's not working? Because we don't like to waste time.
Mm-hmm.
So if you've already done X and you know it doesn't work in your life, we have no business bringing X into your life
Right.
because that's not going to be helpful.
No.
So what are the gaps that we need to fill, bridge across, and build? And that's where we want to start.
Boy, that's deep. That's fascinating. I mean, really, it's so. Do you you said obviously different programs for different people in different. I mean, you can't just like you were talking like a cookie cutter. I mean, it's
Right.
got to be tailored. I would imagine,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So with Tom's gym, one of the interesting things that we'll find, and it unsurprisingly is usually ladies,
Hmm.
but we're working with some gals, and we'll come across, let's say day 2 or 3, we'll come across a thing
Hmm.
that develops a lot of energy coming from that emotional state.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see her just lock up.
Hmm.
She's angry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa. And we're like, all right, guys, pause.
Hmm.
We're all hopping in a car and we're going to Tom's because she needs to let this out.
Oh, gotcha.
And like in that moment, we had an agenda, we had a plan, but we had an opportunity that just presented
I
itself.
see. Yeah.
So that's a moment that she can learn to regulate down to this state of being and take over this part of her life. Like we're going.
You know, this it's extraordinary. Do you we just had a guest on last week who deals with it's tenacity.
Tenacity Health, L.A.
Yes.
Curie.
And
Yes.
she well, you were speaking of women that have some issues like that.
Mhm.
She was speaking also about methods that she uses for women in menopausal stages and
yes.
different things
Oh,
to
yes.
help with that.
Hmm.
I wonder if you combine those things or if you work with
Uh-huh.
people like her.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, two things, menopause, ladies, but also the physiological state of being. Right.
Right.
So we've got emotional, physical, physiological, and psychological
Yes.
states that drive these operating systems that we're not aware of.
Right.
Okay. So working with like Ellie, Tenacity Health, and others, when we have multiple people working on those different states of being, those earthquake eruptions don't happen. So if we stop trying to find another strategy that tries to deal with the aftermath,
Oh, yeah.
right, that's ridiculous.
Right.
We don't want to waste time.
Sure.
We want to be down here. So as a collaborative, integrative work that we do, if we find that, oh, you know what, hormones are a big thing for you, pause. Who do we know? You need to go work with somebody to get that.
I see. So you do interact with
Oh,
others in that way.
absolutely.
Yeah. Cool.
Absolutely.
Wow.
So but it's just finding these ways in which those states of being are driving current functioning that we don't like.
Hmm.
Well, let's just not apply another band-aid strategy. Let's get down underneath.
Sure.
What's happening down here?
Well, yeah. The root cause.
Exactly. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. So for us, brain mapping gets us to the operating system. We can see it. We integrate psilocybin as part of our modalities to rewire the brain and change the state of being. So all these different ways that we address
So
the state.
I'm assuming you're talking about microdose mushrooms?
So we'll do microdose, we do therapeutic doses, we'll do macro doses.
Really?
It's really whatever it is that is required.
That is there's an advanced thing I've seen many times on a few podcasts. I think Joe Rogan had a guy, forget the guy's name. He's from Oregon or Washington State,
Okay.
and he goes way back with the development of the psilocybin
Mhm.
thing, and they're using it more and more all the time.
Yeah.
So, and it's safe.
Yes, that is
I mean,
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's maybe an important topic here to say it's not a disassociative like a marijuana
Right.
perhaps,
There you go. Yeah.
or yeah, into that
Yeah.
category, let's say. So this brings into self, but it also turns down your default mode
There you
neural
go.
network.
Yeah.
Or we would say like our ego state.
Mhm.
So if we can turn that down
Right.
so that we can step out and feel this thing,
Mm-hmm.
whatever this, so if we go back
That's
to
interesting.
our lady who's got some really understandable anger about whatever,
Sure.
that's also a lot of fear. Like
Yeah.
to
Oh, yeah.
approach the
Yeah.
thing, that's dangerous.
I know, right?
So if we can just turn that volume down,
Sure.
so in confidence we can step there and say, let's approach this thing.
Yeah.
But let's do it safely so that we can learn, feel, and experience where you actually can show up here.
Yeah. That's brilliant.
So in these little modes here, again, it's all kind of tailored to what is required so that the state of being can be under our control.
Right.
At the end of this, we want to resolve that. So
Yeah.
all these different ways.
So all the tools and methods, yeah, you guys have available
Exactly.
for individuals.
So it's interesting that, seeing, because he's got the ladies, he's got guys too that come down to my place and they use the heavy bag. They use an aluminum baseball bat on the heavy bag and just
Nice.
pound the living crap out of it.
Yep.
But I'm guessing, like most people, we have feelings and fears that we recognize. We also have fears and feelings that we're sublimate or are hidden that we don't even know that we bottle up. And that's what I see a lot with the women. And they probably think, oh, this is stupid. I'm just going to hit a bag with a baseball bat. But all of a sudden, they get into this shit and they go,
Yeah.
they're hitting home runs
Yeah.
out of your regular baseball field, ball after ball, pitch after pitch.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
And I'm sure to have them watch this,
Yeah.
they're looking at this like, who is that person?
Right.
See, and that's the thing. Just people, emotions, fears.
Yeah.
Just stuff it down. Stuff it.
Yeah, where it's below this perceptual threshold where I don't have access to
Mhm.
it, but I know it happens to me,
It's there.
right? It impacts me,
Yeah.
but I don't know what it is. I don't know why it's there. I don't know how to do something about it. So then I'll be busy up in my loop trying to solve it.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
I got you.
Get down there, and when they watch a video of themselves beating the snot out of this bag,
Yeah.
and they'll ask the question, which is an interesting topic, but they'll ask a question, who is that woman? I've never met her.
Mhm.
No, no, she's in there,
Yeah.
but she's just well protected
Yeah.
for very good reasons
Sure. Of course.
because of the story that you lived, of course. But if we can step away from those learned protective behaviors and get authentic and say, no, I got a lot of power.
Oh yeah.
I got a lot of capability. I just didn't know. I didn't know what it felt like.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really what we unlock over at Tom's place.
That's awesome.
If we can teach that to kids at a young age,
Well, I was just gonna ask
holy
him.
crap, go for it.
I was just going to ask him. So, do you see all ages of people, like elderly and youngsters, and
I'm surprised at how many, let's say, older folks.
Mhm.
We could quantify that in some age range, but I'm so grateful that that's a group that we get to serve. They're no longer willing to carry the baggage.
Right.
It's been 70 years of that carry.
Right.
Like a 70-year ruck. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Being able to put that down, it's just inspiring to me.
Mhm.
On the younger side, we go down to 21 in our ReBuild program. And that's with our use of psilocybin. That's the state age cut, let's say.
I see.
But outside of that, when we're just working with any old client, we don't have as many young clients as I would like to see, especially those middle school,
I was just
high school.
That's
do you interact with the school systems at all?
Yeah, we do, but
Mhm.
but to what we're really talking about, if we could solve it, then just imagine what that life is like.
Oh, of course. Yes. No, I get it. I think that's brilliant. There was I forgot who it was. We had one of the earliest podcasts we did. There was a fellow, and he talked about a little bit, not much.
Jason Liedl.
The teenage
Therapist.
suicide. The suicide.
Oh, he was the one who was getting all emotional when he was talking about the story.
Yeah, we were talking.
Jason.
Yeah, that's right. And I just didn't know if you've had any encounter or any dealings with that, or if you help with that.
We do, and boy,
It's a tough one.
things are changing in our society.
I know.
Holy smokes. Not a political statement, just to say the amount of intensity that these kids are under
Yeah.
and live every day.
Yeah.
I think it's too easy for folks like myself to undervalue the pressure that these kids are dealing with these days. It's intense. So I'm just grateful when I hear other folks who are interested in serving that demographic.
Exactly.
It takes a community.
It does. And
Absolutely.
there is the word.
That is the word. You're the 47th person that has mentioned that same word. When it comes down to, what is it you like or what brought you or what you love about, Teller County.
Yes.
Community is
Yes.
the big word, and it's
And
nice to be part of. I'm proud to be part of this area.
yeah, and the help that everybody helps each other, and again, that's what the community thing he's talking about.
Yeah, we came out of Denver. I joke about it. Like, we served our 20-year prison sentence in Denver. That's what it felt like, being confined in a big
Yeah.
city, but so alone.
Yeah,
Like, you had a couple of friends, but they live across town, and that's an hour drive.
right.
But being up here and just the gratitude to be able to say, there is a Tom, there is someone that I can take this client who I just learned, oh, you need to drive a tractor. I know a guy who has a tractor.
Yeah,
Like, we need to get out and just feel it.
sure.
Get that body turned on. It's so good to
It
be in
is.
that community.
Oh, it's wonderful. It is. I mean, the idea that you can go into Walmart or go anywhere and you see so many people that that's the community feel, all the people and interact with over day after day.
Yeah.
Talk about the kids. I mean, that's the biggest thing. I think schools should be doing, a lot more, getting the kids ready for tomorrow instead of 1492 Columbus sailed the ocean blue type deal. Wondering about kids programs. Have you ever, thought about it or put the bug out there or put the word out there through the community partnership? I know we got a lot of therapists up here, but
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious where, if you, threw the fishing hook into the water, seeing what you would catch, whether there be a response or not. I mean, I think, everything we're doing here, this message is real important. And get these kids at the 12, 13, 14 years old age where they're starting to change and wonder and question, and they're still being fed this stuff, and they're still questioning this, and they're still being labeled. Is there an opportunity down there to create, and just whether it's one person, whether it's 5 people, letting people know that, oh, there is something out there for me.
Yeah.
What this is all about.
Yeah. So if I said rite of passage,
Mhm.
if I just started there with this young group, experiential opportunity. So if I was going to toss a hook into the metaphorical pond,
Mhm.
what I'd be tossing in is experiential opportunity. Let's get out and let's actually discover that, in fact, I could turn a wrench on a tractor. Like, it's like an engine is a scary thing for kids.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds wild and it smells weird, but I can actually understand it. I could do something to it. Or I could go up to Devil's Playground by Pikes Peak and I could hike the summit. I've been told by so many people that I'm not capable.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. But what is the experiential opportunity to confront that fractured truth that pulls us
Right.
apart so that I could feel what's actually true about me? That state resolve right there.
But when you're hearing that word from an adult, from your parent, you're not going to question your parents. Oh, they must know me, they must be right. So I'm just going to take what they said as gospel truth.
And then my fractured truth gets built, and I don't know how to get below that perceptual threshold to understand why I'm so dysregulated.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I mean,
it starts to
it is very fortunate. There's folks like you that can help decipher and put into more logical terms, understanding, because I think confusion brings on fear to me.
Yes.
I mean, if you're really confused about stuff and it's the unknown, how are you supposed to fix it? And thankfully, you're there to help people do that. That's great.
Yeah,
That's really great.
we enjoy it.
Yeah.
So what are some of the programs? I mean, give us an idea, some of the results maybe that you've had on some of the programs from start to finish. I think you said the week programs are usually like about 2 weeks.
Yeah, so
I get.
if we said the experience is over a 2-week period of time. So for folks who have the opportunity to just pause and say, I'm not doing life like this anymore, then we have a straight through 2-week experience. For those who are out of state or don't have that ability to pause completely, we do a hybrid. So I built some software that helps folks develop a timeline of their life.
Oh my goodness.
And it goes from 0 to however old you are.
Wow.
And I love data,
Yeah.
and I like revealing experience in data.
Yeah.
So we have you start with a timeline. What's your life? Highs, lows. On the back end of the software, it's creating this visual
Yeah.
of what's been happening at the maxes and at the mins. So that's where we start, and we just tell the story. So we would maybe ask, when did you get into fitness? Why hitting a heavy bag? Why drive a tractor? When did you first learn about a tractor?
Right.
So we'll ask these questions and build the story.
Yeah.
If we have that, then we can figure out, how did you learn to protect yourself from this thing?
Mm-hmm.
Because now that we know when you were 7, this happened, that's how I learned to protect myself.
Sure.
How did that play out in your life?
Right. Right.
Because now back to the cages, that's how we get locked into these little prisons. So the first half of the program is understanding what happened. Makes a lot of sense that you would do this now, and this would be a struggle.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the first half of the program, really,
Hmm.
is just understanding the makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense that you would freak out at this moment.
Takes away that confusion I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Brilliant. That's great.
Exactly. The second half of the program, the second week, for those who are going to experience psilocybin with us, we have a series of sessions that are all stacked. But bookending this whole thing is a brain map at the beginning and a brain map at the end. Because we want to be able to show you what you have done to make sense of and restructure the way it is that your computer takes in data, perceives threat, understands self, and takes a response action.
Yeah.
So we want to show you that, so like your coin, you can say, oh, nope, I remember what that feeling meant
There you go.
in the past.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that anymore.
Right.
Successes. I love talking about that. I think the biggest thing I would say is a client will come in and say, these are my problems. And it would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
About midway through, they'll say, oh, I don't want to approach that memory. That's
Ooh.
too big. It's too heavy.
Hmm.
It hurts too much.
Yeah.
That's what they'll say.
Wow.
And for good reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
Towards the middle of the second week, clients will say, oh no, that makes a lot of sense. And at the end of the program, they'll say, I had no idea that I could. Whatever the ending of that sentence is, it's always individual. I had no idea I could.
Sure.
I could make that call. Ooh. So many of these little nuggets right there.
Right. No.
Well, there's fear in not knowing. I don't want to know because, fear is just one of those words that can work either way. It can move you forward. It can hold you back. And I don't want to know what's behind that door, because that could hurt me.
Right. Because if
But-
I've learned how to protect myself in these ways, and then I don't have that tool,
Mhm.
Mm.
am I capable? Am I at risk? Like,
Yeah.
there's so much unknown. There's
Right.
no way to understand. But especially for the clients who use psilocybin with us, when they've been there and they've seen self
Uh-huh.
and they can see the power that's there, and they've got to resolve to some base questions, we don't have to wonder if I could. Like, no, I know.
Mm.
I just know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's foundational. I can build on that.
Wow. So I guess, my thought is in your position and knowing that that dynamic right there, getting past, I guess they have to definitely trust you, number one.
Yeah.
Then once that's accomplished, I suppose you work your way getting past the fear, because once you're in that circle of trust, so to speak,
Yeah.
then you're able to,
Confront it.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and so
So-
the team that we've got a retired Army Ranger, we've got an Army medic, we have a gentleman who's a retired professional baseball player.
Really?
Like, just this group of us, like, we got you.
Yeah. Nice.
We got you.
Oh, that's
And we're going to go right, not in front of you, not behind you. We're going to go right alongside you
right.
to whatever this place of fear is,
Yeah.
and we're going to go there.
That's awesome.
And that's not going to run your life anymore.
So you find, I'm sure, some patients take longer than others, and you know, it just you go with that, right? You can't rush it, so
Correct.
you have to.
Yeah, we'll go right to the edge and, like look left, look right, and are you ready?
Are you ready?
'Cause
Yeah,
I see it in you.
yeah,
You're ready.
yeah.
But it makes sense that you don't feel state dysregulation. Doesn't feel like you're ready.
Mm-hmm.
Let's let's go try something.
That's awesome.
And it's just it's a little micro moves.
Yeah,
And it's just this little
yeah, yeah.
movement. So you just feel the ebb and the flow, but it's always we have another little joke in the office is we believe in you, we want you to win, and we're gonna do whatever it takes for you to win.
Yeah.
Whatever that means to you. And it's every little thing is very intentional and we're always just moving.
Yeah.
Always just moving.
Awesome.
So I got a question that may or may not be relevant. When people are victims, they often blame themselves for it was my fault that she beat me.
Yeah.
Is that an issue where people don't want to find out the dark secret because they may think, oh, it was my fault that this happened, or it was my fault, they don't want to be,
Yeah.
blamed in a lot of this stuff. So maybe that's, a reason
Yeah.
to hide from.
It's let's say it's 100% present in all of us in some way. So then if we said when we approach the shame and the inner criticism, which is where all that would sit, we would want to know, when did you learn that criticizing and shaming yourself kept you safe? Because that's a tool that you've used
Yeah.
in response to something that happened to you or didn't happen to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
By those that were supposed to keep you safe, or the ones who were supposed to keep you safe were the same ones who harmed you.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So when did you learn this? So now we're back to that timeline. That's so vital. Okay, so let's enrich this moment of your life here.
Right.
And let's come to understanding. Oh, yeah, when that happened, it would make sense that you'd want to never let that happen again.
Sure.
And for some reason, you learned that strategy of self-shame and criticism and adapt the victim mentality. But it would make sense. So we can see the strategy playing out. Now let's come back and let's rework this. And let's get some curiosity.
So basically, it's almost like you hear the phrase people build walls up around themselves.
Yeah.
That's similar to what you're
Exactly.
talking about.
Exactly. Yep. And boy, that's confining.
Yeah.
Because it steals large parts of your life when those walls are present.
Sure.
Those strategies are present. But if we go back to this state, if we don't know what it feels like to push through that wall,
Yeah.
if we don't know what it feels like to push through the wall, we're never going to do it because it's scary. It's unknown.
Yeah. Confidence. Again,
What is on the other side?
what's on the other side?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Exactly. So how do we all as a community come around folks so they can feel that
Sure.
and experience it in real time?
Right.
Like,
Right.
oh, not only is it not scary, I love this thing. Oh, fantastic.
So as you mentioned earlier, some of your success stories, it's got to be so gratifying for you to see somebody bust out of that.
And we're just so excited for them. A lady recently terrified of driving at night.
Oh,
When she was a little girl, car accident, and it was at night, and it was so scary. She drove down Highway 24 and just didn't stop driving, and she ended up in Alamosa. And she calls us, we're like, are you coming back? She's like, no, I'm not coming back.
keep going.
And she's like,
great.
it's so beautiful to see mountains lit by the moon. I've never seen it.
Amazing.
And you just,
Wow.
if you just feel that,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
oh my gosh, have never seen
That's extraordinary.
14ers with moonlight background.
Yeah.
So that kind of thing, when we're watching clients win, we're just so excited.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Fabulous. Yeah.
I know, like, people that like to ask the question, if you could go back in your life and, change things, would you go back, and do that? Some people like the 40s and 50s. It's like, I think, person you were in the past it creates who you are in the future, but that can either be a good thing or a bad thing. Would I want to go back in my life? bleep, 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 no. Okay?
Yeah.
Not at all, because it's, it creates who you are now, so it's your choice.
Yeah.
Again, you get to that V, or you get that Y, you get that fork, which way are you going to go? And, flip a coin is, always sometimes the best answer.
Yeah, when clients ask us that question, we'll just go back in the timeline. Here's the ways that you learn to protect yourself, but also what skills did you learn through that endeavor? So that if we were to say, if I could go back to here and do it different, then we'd like to say, what skills would you then not have available because of what you've learned and how you've overcome? What would that be like? And then what would you build in place of it?
Right.
Because that'd be an interesting question.
That would be very interesting. Huh.
Off we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Doc Martin, can you remind everyone where you're at, your website, and any necessary contact information? Because we're changing the channel in just a moment. So,
Yeah.
in a good way.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You bet.
tell us a little bit about your contact information, please.
We're located right here in Woodland Park. Our building is just across the street of Highway 24 from Walmart. Right next to where the Judge's restaurant is. We're the first building when you turn in to our little community of businesses back
I
there.
see, yeah.
So that's where we're located. Our website is ReBuildEQ.co.
Okay. Gotcha.
And we use that Rebuild EQ, both emotional intelligence is the EQ assessments, but also that earthquake from the state of being. If we can get that into our control,
Right.
EQ goes through the roof.
Huh.
So EQ is our little catch here. That's the main thing. That's
Okay.
everything that you need to know is right on that site.
Nice.
Walks you through all of the different parts of the
great.
strategy of the program.
Okay.
See, that's great.
And of course, that will be on our Facebook Teller Time page, probably Monday, so you can find more
It will
information
be.
and this podcast. So,
Yes.
all right. Well, I'm sorry, doctor, but
Email,
it's
phone number?
yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So again, everything just go right to the site,
Oh, okay.
and it's
Everything's there.
yeah, and we actually have a really cool free dream outcome little tool. If
Okay.
you've ever said to yourself, "Oh, if I could in a year,"
Yeah.
go on there. You'll learn some really cool things about yourself. It's a backcasting activity. It'll email you a really cool outcome
Oh,
result.
nice.
It's free. Anybody can hop on there and just play around.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh.
Is that the software thing you were talking about that you developed?
So that's on the backside of all
Oh,
that.
okay.
The Tendency OS software. When you work with this, then you get access into that, and
I see.
it has a whole host of tools to help you understand self and why am I
Yeah.
doing what I'm doing
Yeah.
and not doing what I'm not doing.
That's awesome. Man, he's got a lot of
This is
stuff
see,
going on there.
we got it going good. All right. Well, we're gonna get ready to stretch your laugh muscles a little bit and your brain muscles.
Okay.
We should put seatbelts.
All right.
Water.
Take
Yeah.
a drink of your water. Yeah. So we're gonna get ready for some pure unfiltered chaos in question form. Okay. What is one everyday activity that should absolutely count as self-care, even though no therapist would approve it?
Yeah.
Okay. Trying to fluff up your own heavy whipping cream by hand.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go.
All right. Interesting one. That's a new one. If stress had a flavor, what would yours taste like?
Cayenne pepper.
Oh,
Yep.
that's harsh.
Wow.
That is harsh. All right. What's the funniest thing you've ever told yourself to stay calm? Damn whipped cream it won't.
There's a second nose coming out of my forehead and everybody sees it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Man.
okay.
Well,
Well,
that's
okay. That's an original answer right there.
that is
All
original.
right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, from slow paced,
I think
funny.
you ought to work for Disney too.
There you go. So we go from our slow paced, funny questions to quick paced, lightning round.
Okay.
All right. Emotional support snack.
Bananas.
All right. Chaotic, healthy habit.
Guitar playing.
All right.
Ooh, nice.
Nice. Does that come in? That's a good therapy, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like a tractor.
There you go. Or play guitar. You can
Really?
on the tractor. Yes.
Right.
All right. Genre for your life theme song.
Pearl Jam. Alternative rock.
Okay.
Sweet. Yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately, this is a group question, but yeah, who has the best therapist face? Anyone? You have? I don't know what
So you're
therapist
speaking
face
from-
is.
I'm
Yeah.
going to speak for my colleague Eli. He's got a great therapist face.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just burrow right into your soul.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's cool.
Well, we're going to be seeing, I think, all of you, or at least one of you, at the Wellness Expo we're doing.
Yeah, all of us will be there. And
Cool.
we are beyond excited to be a part of that.
Okay. It's going to be awesome. We'll be talking about that.
Yeah.
Your wholesome, unhealthy habit
Mm.
or snack.
Oh my gosh. I love staying up and writing books.
Okay.
And it works against me because I stay up way too late.
Yeah.
What is your interest in books? What is your theme? What is your topic? What are you mostly writing on?
Development of self and integrating different ways to understand your brain.
That'll keep you up all night.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, now this is Charlie's got a lot of the favorite things that we do here, but one of our favorites is our word of the day, and we've taken
this
it.
is wonderful.
We have taken it from the vocabulary ninja. Okay.
That's right.
All right. The vocabulary ninja is working with us. I'm a ninja. I don't know if I'm vocabulary or not. The word is Twitter-pated.
What?
TWITTERPATED, and it's an adjective.
Wow. It's X, not Twitter.
Right.
I mean, wow. I don't know.
I'm fluttered.
Twitter-pated. Well,
That's
you sort of tapped into it a little bit. The definition is feeling giddy from attraction.
whoa.
In sentence form, I get so Twitter-pated when I
Careful.
see.
Careful.
I get so Twitter-pated when I know I'm coming to see Charlie. Yes.
My gosh.
Yes. So that is our word of the day. And so it continues with our Did You Know segment, another one of our favorites here. Did you know sloths can hold their breath longer than dolphins?
Wait.
Yep. Perhaps up to 40 minutes.
Whoa.
See?
See, there's these things he comes up like pregnant seahorses, and he comes up with all kinds of did you knows.
Did you know a jellyfish can technically live forever?
I knew you were going to get back into the ocean.
Get back into the ocean.
Yeah.
Jellyfish can technically live forever by reverting to their younger form.
Huh.
Wouldn't that be fun to revert to your younger form?
Yes.
Speaking to our topic.
There you go.
That's right.
All right, this is a good one. Did you know Abe Lincoln is in the Wrestling Hall of Fame? Seriously.
Really?
He's in the Wrestling Hall of Fame because he only lost one match when he wrestled.
Was it with his cabinet?
I don't know. Do you know butterflies? Butterflies taste with their feet?
Taste?
Taste with their feet.
Sensors in their feet.
Well, they fly up there and, I've never seen a butterfly with a nose. I've never been close to nose.
Or the second nose. Either way.
Absolutely.
All right. Did you know a day on Venus, the planet, is longer than a year on Venus, the planet? So a day on the planet is longer than a year on the planet because it moves so slow.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Yeah, so make sure we're on the planet Venus and not on the statue Venus. Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Monday. Oh my God.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to get into what's happening in our not so little mountain community. All right. Destination Imagination. I don't know if you all heard about that at all.
Yes, I have.
Okay. Are you familiar with what they're doing and who they are?
Not completely. I know some of it.
All right. Well, it's a big word and it's a competition that's happening here in town. But first of all, it involves STEAM, the acronym STEAM, which is science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. And we have 4 teams from the junior high school to Summit Elementary School going to...
That's right.
Yep. They have the opportunity to represent Colorado and Woodland Park in the global finals.
That's amazing.
Being held in Kansas City, Missouri, May 21st to 25th. So they have a silent auction coming up May 7th, which is next Thursday. So they're looking for donations. You can go to their Facebook page, Destination Imagination, or just look it up, but just look for what they're doing. But they've got to raise I think $5,000 out of $25,000. So it's a costly thing, but looking at their donation page, they're getting a lot of good stuff. But yeah, just think of the experience those kids are going to have
Yeah.
with their destination imagination.
Yeah.
All right, Teller Time has a way for you to get exposure for your business, and it's by being a sponsor on our program. Okay, we have different levels of sponsorships that don't break the bank. And what with Charlie's magical editing skills, you got to see his stuff, and my commanding voice, it's a double whammy win-win
That's right.
for everyone with our
Living up to the
podcast.
standards.
Yep, of course.
Yes.
And double whammy win-win.
A
Say
double
that 5
win,
times
win,
fast.
win. I like it.
But you are sure to get some exposure. Plus, you can also speak on our podcast if you want. So think about it. If you want to join us on a podcast, send us an email at tellertime25. It's all one word, tellertime25@gmail.com. All right. Hardcastle Home Services is offering free summer student HVAC classes for kids ages 15 to 18. That's a good business to get into. HVAC, good money. Their schedule is June 18th from 10 to 2, July 16th from 12:30 to 2:30, and August 13th from 10 to 2. And for more information, you can call them at 719-686-6742. The Teller County Masonic Lodge number 96 is offering $8,000 in state scholarships to seniors
That's
at
awesome.
Woodland Park and Cripple Creek schools.
That's great.
You're going to email Coach Smitty40, one word, Coach Smitty40 at yahoo.com. And like we were just talking about, we have the first Wellness Reimagined Expo happening June 27th. And that's going to be from 10 to 1 at the Grit to Greatness Performance Center located behind Taco Bell. Our vision is to bring together elite business innovators and leaders in fitness, recovery, holistic health, and lifestyle wellness to educate the public on alternative health resources here in Teller County. And yes, Martin said you'll be there with 2 or 3 of your people, so it's going to be really good. First of many, but yeah, just letting people know what is out there besides popping pills and doing drugs.
It's amazing in our little community. We have so many experts here. It
There
is
is
mind blowing.
Right.
And our focus is to get everyone to know a little bit more about what everyone else does in the community. So it's going to be very informative for everyone. The Choral sing Colorado Springs. It's a group here. They're singing this Sunday, but they're going to be singing music and talking historic stories. May 7th, I think, at the Pass Cultural Center. But they're going to be in collaboration with Springs Pioneers Museum. They're going to be holding a lecture on the 150th anniversary of Colorado, May 16th at 12 noon and 2:30. And I don't know if you know Eric Stone. Eric Stone is part of that group.
Oh, is he?
He's a singer.
I didn't know he
singer.
could sing.
He sang the Star Spangled Banner at the memorial we had in front of the theater over the summertime.
Fantastic.
It's phenomenal. But yeah, the museum is located at 215 South Tejon Street. Okay.
Yeah, we've collaborated with that. Our museum.
Okay.
The society here.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they got music going on this week, and they'll be doing that the May 16th. But yes, get those pearly whites, get those teeth fixed.
that's
Yeah,
coming up.
our free dental care clinic event happening Friday, September 25th, and Saturday, September 26th. It's starting at 6 a.m. at the Cripple Creek Victor High School. It's a group called Colorado Moms of Mercy. Yes, it's their first time up
It's
here.
incredible. They
Yeah.
got so many different dentists and different people that just do it all for free.
Yeah.
Oh,
Stephanie Kaufman, who's a local dentist here in the community, she's overseeing, she's running the whole thing with a lot of volunteers, but they do need volunteers. So you can go to their website and it is comom.org. So coloradomom.org, but COMOM.
And she was on a podcast several times back. You can always, if you're interested, go back and look her up on our podcast. She's full of the information.
But a lot of volunteers. I think she said 200 dentists will be coming in and
that's
they're
amazing.
setting up
wow.
for free teeth exams, root canals, a lot of different things. No questions asked, but she did say get there early because they start lining up.
Yeah.
So something to remember there, folks. So, yes, with a tear in our eye, this brings us to another end of another Teller Time podcast. Okay, today's conversations were powered by our incredible guest. Thank you, Dr. Martin, from ReBuild Integrative Therapy. Okay? The stories, the passion, the time, and the heart is what makes this show and people like you more than a broadcast. It makes it a gathering. So, from myself, Charlie, and Doc Martin, we thank you for tuning in. Take care of yourselves and never be afraid to ask for help. Okay?
And I want to say, I really do. I appreciate what you're doing for this community and from your point, your profession. And I think it's so important. It's very vital, I think, to help. That goes along with the entire health of our citizens.
Yes.
So thanks for that. Thanks for being here. It's a pleasure meeting you
You as well.
very much. And we'll have to have you back.
Always, always. So, we leave you with this thought. External things are not the problem. It's your assessment of them, which you can erase right now. Teller time out.